Hello everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make pizza with dough from scratch. Now I know I can hear you all throwing things and being like, girl, this is supposed to be beginner, but really making dough from scratch is not very difficult at all. But if you don't want it, that's fine. You can use pre-bought pizza shells, my favorite, naan, or a Greek pita. You can use any of these for a great base, but we're gonna really do this. We're gonna show you how to do all this from scratch. So for ingredients for the dough, you've got 3/4 cups of warm water. Here I've got 2 cups of flour. We might not need it all, we might need less. A teaspoon of sugar, 2.5 teaspoons of active dry yeast. That's the exact amount in those little packages that you find at the grocery store. And we've got a teaspoon of salt and a couple teaspoons of olive oil. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get doing this. All right, so I've got my warm water. I'm gonna put my sugar in there and my yeast, and we're gonna give this a stir. And then it's gonna bloom. It's going to take maybe 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how warm your water was. All right, can you see all the foam that we have on top now? So this is starting. We'll give it a few more minutes and then we're going to mix up our dough. Okay, so we've got our nice foamy yeast. I'm going to add my olive oil and my salt. Give that a little stir. Put it in my bowl. I'm going to add my flour. Not all of it, because I might not need it all. It depends. Dough is a finicky thing. It all depends on humidity and temperature and all this very technical stuff. So let's just stir it up till it's not too sticky. If you have a stand mixer with a dough hook, you could use that, but you don't need to be so fancy. You can just do it by hand. We're just kneading this, just folding it over. If you haven't kneaded anything before, I can show you. And it's just folding it over and pressing it. And that's it, guys. Now, we're gonna put it back in our bowl. Some of this flour up first, and we're just going to put some olive oil in here so it's not going to stick when it rises. You can use a clean bowl if you want, but I like to do as less dishes as I can. So we're just going to put that in there, turn it upside down, and I'm going to put some saran wrap on this, guys. I'm going to set it aside for maybe about an hour, anywhere between really 30 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on, again, how hot your house is, all that stuff, and your yeast, how fresh that is. So anyway, we're just gonna set it aside, and once it doubles, then we can roll out our dough. Okay, our dough is rising, so I thought maybe we would make some homemade tomato sauce. It's pretty easy. I've got a can of tomato sauce, a can of tomato paste, and we've got some 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder and salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of sugar. If you don't have something, that's fine. You don't have to use this. You've got some other spice that's your favorite. Go ahead and throw it in there. It's just an idea, guys. So this is it. Here's our tomato sauce. Tomato paste, you can use the whole thing, half of it. And then we're just gonna dump that all in there and mix it up. Boom, it's that easy. Yeah, and it smells delicious. You can keep it in your fridge for a couple of weeks. So you can make lots and lots of pizza. All right, I'm gonna stir this up. We're gonna set this aside, and then we'll see you back here in a little bit, guys. I'm gonna get my pizza ingredients together. Hi, all right, so our dough is ready. I've got all my ingredients here. I've got some cheese, I've got some basil, I've got a beautiful basil plant outside. Some prosciutto, salami, I don't know what this stuff is. Some chicken, and don't judge me, one of my favorites is turkey pepperoni. If you've got some ground beef, ground sausage, or anything that you like, some vegetables, you know, put some onions, peppers on there. We tend to go hearty with the meat here in this house. I've got my sauce that we made earlier, and I have some homemade pesto that I have too that we're gonna put on one of those little pizzas because it's so good. It's one of my favorite bases for a pizza. But I'm just gonna make some room here right now, and I'm going to get that dough. It's all ready. You can see it's more than doubled in size. And you just wanna knead that again a couple more times. And one of the easiest ways I've found to do this is just to put down some parchment paper and roll it on your parchment paper. Now, if you have a cookie sheet, if you're going to use a cookie sheet, you can just roll it right onto your cookie sheet. I've got a baking stone in my oven already preheating at 450. So I want to just put this right on the stone. I want to keep that nice and warm in the oven. So I find the easiest way to transport it is on a piece of parchment paper. So if you guys have a rolling pin, you can roll your dough out with a rolling pin. If not, you can do it even by hand. It should spread nicely by hand. In a pinch, you could even use a wine bottle, full or empty. I'm not judging. And see, just going out very nicely. Not too thick, not too thin. There. I think that's good. Now we'll put on some sauce. However, if you like a lot of sauce, if you don't like a lot of sauce, and you know, you could even mix what I've done before, is just mix your tomato sauce with your pesto too. How bad's that gonna be, guys? You could use a little bit more. Now it's just time to load up your pizza. What am I gonna do in this one? And if you've noticed, I've got everything in like bite-sized pieces. I'm not a big fan of taking a bite of pizza and having everything come off with all the cheese and all the ingredients in one ginormous bite. So I like to have everything in more bite-sized pieces, but you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you like because it's your pizza. All right, don't want to put anything else. A few of these. Basil leaves on here. Oh, when you get a taste of that basil, when you bite into it, when it's on the pizza, it is so, so good. All right, and And now cheese. I'm using mozzarella. I mean, you can use whatever kind of cheese you have. Monterey Jack I've used in a pinch. Even like a cheddar Monterey blend. And you can tell I like a lot of cheese. All right, so I am going to put this in our preheated oven. It's been preheated at 450. All right, so it's all done. This took about 10 minutes in the oven. You do want to watch it. Every oven is different, and depending on how you like your pizza. Look at all that nice toasty cheese on there. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I think I even got a bite of basil. That is so good, guys. Crust is nice and crisp and strong. And, you know, you're gonna taste all your nice and tasty toppings. This is so good. Now I know that my husband, who's my cameraman, is dying for a piece here too. So we'll see you guys later.